So in terms of government, we are also a body that is recognized by the Constitution of Zimbabwe. We launched recently on Wednesday, the 4th of this month, the War Veterans Empowerment Scheme, which was given by the President himself, His Excellency, after recognizing the need to empower children of those that sacrificed for us to have this freedom that we have today. This empowerment launch, which were given by the President, is meant to get to the grassroots of every child of a war veteran. Every child of a war veteran. This empowerment fund is a vehicle that is going to alleviate poverty from the person that thinks they are not important to every person that might be important or think that they might be important, but that need the means. It's a revolving fund. So if one gets this money, they're going to do what they have to do, then they give it on to the next person. It's different from the olden era where people used to get funds and those funds were not accounted for. Hence, not many people benefited. This is a revolving fund and these funds are accounted for so that we make sure every child of a war veteran benefits. We really want to start by appreciating His Excellency for making sure that this fund was availed to the children of war veterans. It has not been for his benevolence and selflessness, there would be no one who would have been able to assist the children of war veterans. But His Excellency saw the need that these children, their parents sacrificed, they also need assistance in this economy that has been wounded by sanctions. Let me find a helping hand for them, and His Excellency allocated us the empowerment fund. We appreciate very much the efforts that have also been done by notable figures like the Minister of War Veterans to assist us. For example, in this fund, we are going to be working with them. Comrade Amai, our Minister of War Veterans, we're going to be working with them very well. We also appreciate the help that has come from even the other sectors of government, like the Ministry of Youth, led by Comrade Sinoma Chagairi. We appreciate also the assistance that we are going to be getting also from Minister Tatina Mavetiel, to mention but a few. Amai Mavunga will be, who's the Minister of War Veterans, will be working with us to make sure that all the children of war veterans benefit from this fund. And we'll be also working with the Ministry of War Veterans to make sure that there won't be any misuse or diversion of this money for personal use or personal benefit, or corruptly benefit a few individuals and not benefit the children of war veterans at large. We also want to thank our patron, Comrade Emerson Mnangagwa Jr., for also assisting us in a lot of things, for us to be able to get things that empower us. There has been a lot of talk about why Comrade Emerson Jr. Mnangagwa is a patron. He is a child of a war veteran. Everyone is a child of a war veteran. The merits of the father do not remove one's right to be a child of a war veteran. So it should be clear that he is a child of a war veteran. We support every child of a war veteran, regardless of race, tribe, or creed, or social stature in society. So we appreciate his efforts. He works with the children of war veterans selflessly and makes sure that everything, even to the day of the launch, he was there making sure that the launch was a success as it were. We saw more than 10,000 children of war veterans converging at the Winery Convention Center at the launch of this. We shall be going to provinces to launch again at the provincial level this empowerment fund. There are other briefcase associations that, of course, are there that advocate for the affairs of all veterans, but for personal use. We, as the children of Zimbabwe Liberation War Veteran Association, as you saw by the numbers at the winery, represent all the children at large. We shun those people that come and collectively call themselves chairmen and move with a briefcase and then go and advocate for money which they want to pocket for themselves personally. The effort of Children of War Veterans is a collective effort. It is not for personal caprice or for personal benefit. So we shun those people who think that if they have call a name and call themselves a chairman and they group up in numbers of 3s and 4s or 5s and then go and say we're advocating for Children of War Veterans, but when they represent no one, when they have no structure at grassroots level, we shun that. We call upon those people to come and join others so that we have one voice. So far, we've been given this money. It's for every child. It's not for people that are already in our structures. It's for every child. The structures are there and meant to make sure that the administrative process goes on smoothly for children of all veterans. We have our provincial chairmen in all 10 provinces. Those are the people that everyone should locate for registration for this empowerment fund. Like I said, it's a revolving fund. So we have provincial chairmen that are there in all 10 provinces that are going to be registering every child so that we make sure every child of our veterans benefits from this empowerment fund. Our Excellency the President is a listening president. There are a lot of things that we are going to be advocating for that we know he is going to give us because he has already indicated that he is there to support Children of War Veterans. For example, very soon we are going to be making sure that Children of War Veterans get residential stands. There are tractors as well, which were given by the President. And as Children of War Veterans, we are assured that we also have a share of those tractors. So there is a lot of things that the President has made sure that Children of War Veterans get from all the empowerment schemes that are being launched by government. So we continue to appreciate the efforts by His Excellency in making sure the Children of War Veterans are also alleviated from the poverty that is been caused by sanctions in this country. These issues mainly are legacy issues caused by sanctions that have made us get to this point. But when we have a leader who finds a way to say, even though this country is being affected by sanctions, let us find ways to make sure that this group of children who have parents that fought for this country are looked out for. We appreciate. So we will continue to appreciate what His Excellency the President is doing for us and what he has done for us. And we believe in his promises because already he has delivered the empowerment fund. Already the tractors are there. Already the residential stands are there. All these are efforts that His Excellency has done. Furthermore, on the launch of, when His Excellency met our fathers, he made sure that the title deeds that are now there under the title deed scheme benefit the Children of War Veterans. We had an issue whereby Children of War Veterans, after having been left at the farm, some people would come and then take away that farm because the father had passed away. But now that there is going to be title for land, that means that our land is now safeguarded. So we appreciate that His Excellency paid for most of the money for those title deeds so that our fathers, a benefit that will also come to us as Children of War Veterans, are not going to have any hassles of getting a title deed. So we appreciate that. That is another thing that our president has done to make sure that we have security of tenure for the land that we acquired through our parents, that we acquired even for the few that benefited in the land reform. There is now security of tenure, and not only security of tenure, the president is given the resource for us to have those title deeds, because you know the constitution provides that this security of tenure shall be paid for. But then the president, in his benevolence, he said he will make sure that he is going to put a large portion of payment that benefits all veterans, so that when collecting these title deeds, it's as if there is no payment at all for us, the children, and our fathers. So all those efforts we appreciate that have been done by His Excellency. So basically, ours is to thank His Excellency for the Empowerment Fund, and to make sure that children of all veterans know that this fund is going to benefit at grassroots level. And so the first process is for one to register that they are a child of a war vet. From the registration process, there is going to be the collection of business proposals. We mainly want people to come in units, because there is more benefit if it is a cluster than an individual. Because remember, there is going to be serious accountability in these funds. There is going to be follow-ups to find out that this project proposal that you have given, one, is it viable? In its viability, are you paying back what you took so that others can benefit? Because it's a revolving fund. So after the registration process, after we have the database, the next process is now for people to bring in their project proposals. After their project proposals, the next process is for the people, us, the leadership and the ministry, to collect the information and start with the proposals that we think are more viable. Then making sure that those proposals now get funding. From those proposals that now get funding, from the evolving profits, we get others on board until everyone manages to get the fund. For now, we cannot say that we have a cap or a limit for these funds. Why? Because we are looking at viable projects. We are looking at viable projects. If someone comes and says he wants 500,000, the project is viable, and it brings us $1 million next month, why not give him? Because what we want is the money to give others. Remember, let us remove the mentality to think that if you get this money, it's your personal benefit, you pocket it. It's a revolving fund. So, however you are going to bring a project, it should be viable. So, to cap a project and say, no, look, we are capping this project and everyone should take this much, we are basically saying, if someone has a project that requires much money, we are capping them. We are not building, or we are not getting the revolving aspect. As long as we've got this, for that amount, we've got enough security that the project that group or organization or individuals they have is going to give us more money for this project to continue, the money is going to be allocated.
Any interest?
Yes.
Do they retain with interest?
There's a percentage. What's happening is it's a revolving fund. So what we are saying is, what you make, you keep and give us what you took, so that others can utilize what you took. So we have no interest on this money. Furthermore, we want to say that there are other stakeholders that are coming on board. So people should not really look at the 500,000. There are other stakeholders that are coming on board. And this is a launch. This is a launch. It's us as children of all veterans having to prove ourselves that we are responsible. After having proven ourselves that we are responsible, there is more money that is going to be given to us by His Excellency. Because His Excellency is a listening president, he's still with us. There is more money that will come, but this is for us to prove ourselves that, look, what he says, that are we going to build the country, or are we going to take this money, misuse it, and not build the country? So there is more that is going to come from this money. People should not just look at the 500,000. There is more, but it is what we do with the first 500,000 that matters. That will open doors for us to get more from His Excellency. So the children of all veterans have a structure. The provincial chairperson is the point person who's going to lead you to the appropriate office. We have district chairpersons. We have a provincial leadership. So there are structures that will make sure that this fund goes to the grassroots. So our structures come from district level to provincial level to national level. So the point person would be a provincial chairperson, because he will know on which district chairperson he has to refer you to. Because there are structures to cater, as leadership, to cater for all these children. The membership of our children right now is in excess of about 1.2 million right now. So at all levels, there are structures and leadership so that it gets to the grassroots level. Because the target is the bottom-up approach. But the money will be given in these phases. And we have to prove ourselves that this first money that we've got is actually given us the adequate results, and we have used it, and then we continue to move. Remember, this is the first time this has happened in history. It's the first time it's happened in the history of our country that children of war veterans, as individuals as they are, they benefit from an empowerment scheme. So, as it is the first time, it is very prudent that we appreciate this $500,000. And then from this $500,000, from what we are going to do with the $500,000, another $500,000 will be added, and another $500,000 will be added, and more money will be added as we continue to go. So those modalities of how one starts to pay back, etc., those modalities people will be given. Those modalities as they receive the money. Remember, I said we'll be working very closely with the Ministry of War Veterans and its technocrats. So those modalities people will get when they receive the money. But in terms of cut-off age, there is no cut-off age. But the children of war veterans is a fully fledged youth wing that will cater for those that are 35 and below. But in terms of children of war veterans, there is no cut-off age. Remember, even our patron is 40 years old. He remains a child of a war veteran. We are just talking of someone who was born by someone who fought the war of liberation. Whether the parents are dead or alive, they still benefit. It's not a fund to say for parents who are alive only. It's a fund for whether the parents are alive or whether the parents are dead. We do not categorize. We just want children of all veterans to benefit.